Hello everybody. So you guys know I've had an interesting day because I had a tree fall. So we had a couple thunderstorms here, a lot of rain, so we're getting our April showers a little bit late here in Michigan, and so the ground was like super wet. I have tons of trees by my house. So one of the trees in my backyard uprooted and fell over today. So I'm currently in my car doing my Feel Good Friday. So I got my health and wellness box, and I wanted to share with you guys because I got some liquid mineral supplements, vitamin supplements, and I've heard more than a few people recently talk about magnesium deficiencies, and I know some other people have some other mineral deficiencies. Hi, Alice. So I wanted to share some of the supplements that I use that help with those deficiencies right after I go through my health and wellness box. So first of all, I know like the lighting isn't really right because I got my laptop on my lap in my car, and then I got my cell phone on top of that. But just doing the best that I can. So just to share with you guys what I got in my health and wellness box, first of all, so I got 2 boxes of the Sleek Citrus Slim. You guys see this every single month. I always get it. This is part of our weight management line. It helps with satiation. It's 2 pills in the morning, 2 pills in the afternoon. So it's super good for boosting your metabolism. So if you have an active lifestyle, and you have some weight management goals, it's definitely something that you want to get on your list. I also got, I'm running low on a couple of my makeup products, and I share them all the time. I do spa parties where people get to have, they get to try it. So I got some more Multitasker, which is what I actually use as my lip liner, and it can also be used as like eyebrow filler or eyeshadow as well. And then I got my Jet Setter because I'm pretty low on those too. So make sure that I have everything I need for my makeup and to do any type of spa party. And then I got MindWise. So MindWise, I've been out of this for a little bit, is for brain support. So it has things like CoQ10, Sacha Inchi. It has 100% of your vitamin D that you need, rhododendron. It has all of these essential oils such as lemon, peppermint, fennel, anise, and lime that would help with clarity and energy in the morning. It has turmeric. So I've seen a lot of people posting about turmeric and how good it is for supporting muscles and certain things in your body. And then the CoQ10 is very good for your brain. So it has omegas and a lot of things that is good for brain support. So it's been probably like 3 weeks since I had that, so I'm happy to have that again. Then I have my Nitros. This is another one that you see me have every month. This is a natural source of caffeine. It has 100% of your daily B12. It has just a bunch of things to give you amazing energy, such as D-ribose, green tea, choline, Korean ginseng, and then essential oils in addition to that to give you energy. So something I'm gonna have to have every month. And then Super Cal Plus. So I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this when I go into the section about mineral deficiencies and mineral essence. So we have a blend, a nice serum, or not serum, but I can't think of the word. Tincture is what this is called, that gives you more than a few minerals. So I will be talking more in depth about those in a second when I get into the section on mineral deficiencies. And then to go over all the stuff I got for free, because you always want to maximize your monthly orders and get the freebies. So as you can see, and this is usually the case with me, I didn't order any essential oils because Young Living is a total health and wellness company. They have everything you need for healthy living, 700 products. And so I'm usually ordering vitamins and supplements and makeup and stuff. And then I can stock up on my oils by getting them for free. So the things that I got for free is lime essential oil. I use this all the time to flavor my water. Peace and Calming, which is one of my most favorite ones to diffuse at night in order for relaxation. It just smells amazing. This is my niece's. They always have to have that. If they're out of that, they got to have it immediately. Juniper, another good one to diffuse, nice and relaxing. Thieves, everyone needs Thieves. Thieves is amazing for immune support. I can never be without my Thieves. Eucalyptus, this is a really good one for respiratory support. You can rub it on your chest or diffuse it to get some respiratory support. And then Clarity, this is a really good one for more brain support. Rub it on the back of your neck or on your temples, and it'll help with supporting, thinking clearly, giving you clarity. That's why it's called Clarity. So those are all of the things I got in my health and wellness box. And now I just want to share some stuff that I was reading about mineral deficiencies. So I just wanted to share with you guys. Obviously, the most important thing is to make sure that we're eating right. We want to get as much vitamins and minerals from our diet. And most people know that they need to take vitamins, but sometimes they're not aware of the minerals that they can be deficient in. And a lot of times you need a mineral supplement in order to get that. And it's something that you can track. So I just went to the doctor, and I know that they track my calcium, they track my magnesium, they track my iron. So when you get those reports back from your doctor, make sure you're looking at all the details and all the lines and making sure what your minerals are so that you know if you might have a deficiency and what foods that you can eat in order to support that. So some of the top deficiencies that people have as far as minerals, one is iron deficiency. I'm sure pretty much everybody knows that. There's a lot of women that have iron deficiency. And so it says that it affects 25% of people. And symptoms are tiredness, weakness, weakened immune system, and impaired brain function. So I actually was iron deficient and had like low hemoglobin and all types of stuff for a while when I was sick, 4 and 5 years ago. So this was something that was really important for me to understand. So things that you can eat to help it is ground beef, liver, shellfish, clams, mussels, oysters, kidney beans, seeds such as pumpkin, sesame, squash seeds, broccoli, kale, spinach. And I eat my power greens every single morning. Always have an omelet with spinach, kale, and a few other greens in it. And I also do eat a lot of sesame and pumpkin seeds as well. So that's iron deficiency. Iodine deficiency is the next common deficiency. Most common symptoms is an enlarged thyroid gland, which is known as a goiter. And ways to get that is to make sure that you get seaweed, 3 ounces of baked cod is a good way to do it, dairy, and eggs. And I eat egg whites every morning. The next one is vitamin D deficiency. So with that, what you want to eat is cod liver oil, fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines, trout, egg yolks. And people who are truly deficient in vitamin D need to take a supplement and make sure that they get sun exposure. So this is a really high one for here in Michigan because you know we don't get enough sun here. So most people in Michigan need to have a vitamin D supplement. Vitamin B12 deficiency. So vitamin B12 is in nori, seaweed, and tempeh. And other than that, it's just in animal foods. So you can get more B12 from shellfish, oysters, organ meat such as liver, steak, eggs, and if you are a milk drinker, you can get milk. Calcium deficiency. Calcium is essential for every cell, so it's another really important one. And you can get it from bones, fish, like sardines. You can get it from milk and milk products. Dark green vegetables such as kale, spinach, bok choy, and broccoli provides calcium. And symptoms of calcium deficiency would include soft bones, rickets, in children, osteoporosis in the elderly, and it's something that takes a while to appear. This one was a really important one for me because I was diagnosed with being mildly allergic to dairy, and so I actually have a prescription for my calcium vitamins and supplements because I need to have it because I'm not supposed to eat a lot of dairy, although I still do some of the time. Vitamin A deficiency is the next one. You can get that from sweet potatoes, carrots, and dark green leafy vegetables. So dark green leafy vegetables came up on almost all of these. You can also get it from organ meat and fish liver oil. And dark green leafy vegetables came up on almost all of these, which is why every single day, every single morning, I have my power greens because they're so important. So then magnesium deficiency, and there were more than a few people that were talking about magnesium deficiency this week, so this is super important. And it's, for this one, it says almost 48% of the people in the US are deficient in magnesium. So this is something you definitely want to check out with your doctor. And then main symptoms can be abnormal heart rhythm, muscle cramps, restless leg syndrome, fatigue, and migraines. I know a lot of people that suffer from migraines and muscle cramps. And then more subtle and long-term can be insulin resistance and high blood pressure. So having enough magnesium, it also helps you sleep, is super, super important. And you can get that with whole grains, nuts such as 20 almonds, dark chocolate, leafy green vegetables such as 1 cup of raw spinach. So again, the leafy green vegetables came up on there. I'm pretty much sure like every single one of them. And then like shellfish or fish came up on a lot of those, or at least fish oil. I am allergic to dairy, and I'm allergic to all seafood and all fish. So that's one of the reasons for me personally that it's super, super important that I supplement in order to get that. So the MindWise that I talked about, it's going to have those omegas and a lot of the things that would be needed for that. And then I mentioned as I was going through the nitros that actually has the B12. It has 100% of your daily B12. So that's a good supplement to make sure that you're getting a sufficient amount of B12. And then, so the Super Cal Plus, again, this, I have a prescription, so I make sure that I take this on a regular basis. It has vitamin D. So we talked about that being something that almost everyone needs to be taking. So it has 50% of your daily recommended vitamin D, 25% of your daily recommended vitamin K, 20% of your daily recommended calcium, and 30% of your recommended magnesium. So we got 3 of those things, those supplements and vitamins that most people are deficient in this supplement. So if it's something that you know that you're deficient in, that's definitely something you want to take. And then mineral essence. So I'm just going to tell you off the bat that this is one of the most disgusting things I've ever had in my life. And I've been taking mineral complexes for a long time. When we were younger, we used to take this one called KM, which stood for potassium minerals, I believe. It was pretty disgusting too. But when I would take it, I would feel so much better. And so, again, minerals deficiencies. So this actually has, and I don't think that the back of it tells me everything that it has, so I'm going to look it up. So this also has a little bit of calcium in there for you. It has 95% of your magnesium. So some people, like older people, or if you have something else going on and your doctor have recommended, you would need more magnesium, right? So if you had the mineral essence, you would have 95% of the daily recommended, plus with this you would then have another 30%. So that would be 125% that you were taking if you needed more than that 100%. Then it has 33% of the daily recommended chloride. It also has some potassium, sodium, sulfate, lithium, boron. It also has honey, royal jelly, lemon, cinnamon bark oil, and peppermint oil. So I do take this in the morning with my Ninja Red and with my Nitro. I take, the serving is 5 half droppers. I take 3 in the morning, and then if I have opportunity, I take 2 usually later. And this is part of my regimen to make sure that I have plenty of energy and make sure that all my minerals and vitamins that I need are there and available for me. And again, I just went to the doctor like a month ago, and basically they told me I was pretty much like perfect on the inside. So taking all my vitamins, my calcium levels were good, my magnesium levels were good, my potassium levels were good, my iron level was good, which again is something that I struggled with in the past. My thyroid numbers were good. So making sure that you eat right first and foremost, as we all know, those dark green leafy vegetables. If you're not getting cups of that every day, you got to incorporate that into your diet immediately. So important. And then making sure we get those omegas, whether that's from the tree nuts, which I'm also allergic to, or the fish, or supplementing if you can't eat those things like I do. Super, super important. So as usual, I thank you guys. Yes, I do, Edward. As usual, guys, because I did my detox video last Friday. Remember, on the weekends we do what we want and then we detox. So just go see my last week video. So as usual, thank you everyone for joining me. If you know anyone that needs some help when it comes to mineral or a couple of vitamin deficiencies, please make sure that they see this video and share it with them. And as usual, again, if you have any questions, if you need some of the products, please get with the person that shared the video with you. If I am that person, then please do not hesitate to send me a message. Thank you for your time and have an amazing, wonderful day.